Hello everyone, I want to do a video today encouraging the release and pardon of all the J6ers, right? And also other political prisoners like CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover, Justin Irving, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other people out there that have been politically persecuted by the government, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's a federal government or even some of the stuff that the states have done. I think that the Justice Department should, because obviously Trump can pardon for federal convictions. I don't think he can do anything with the states, but there's things that the Justice Department can do to investigate civil rights violations, okay? So I think that that's where the efforts, a good deal of the efforts of the Justice Department should be. We need to basically free all the political prisoners. And I think they should also be compensated, okay? Because take, for example, Matt Hoover and the damage that they have done to his family and his livelihood, completely unfair. And this should lead into prosecutorial reform, okay? What the government does is that they tend to, what they will do is they will overcharge people, okay? So they'll take somebody like Hoover and Irving and all the J6ers, and they're going to basically not charge them with one thing or two things. They're going to charge them with 100 different crimes, and threaten them with 100 years in jail and like millions of dollars in fines and restitution, and put them in a position where they have like almost no choice but to take a plea deal where they'll accept, where basically they're almost forced to accept a felony conviction or some type of a conviction that is completely unfair. And that's just the government strong-arming people. And they can do it to anybody, right? They can just show up at your house and say, hey, listen, we don't care that you had nothing to do with J6 or you weren't anywhere in the area. If you don't sign here and agree to this conviction, we're going to run you through the court systems. We're going to make you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're going to basically break up your family, right? Because that's a lot of times that's what ends up being the results of a lot of these court cases that put a huge strain on families. So they're going to show up at your house, even though you were nowhere near Washington, D.C. on J6, and they basically say, hey, this is what we're going to do to you unless you agree to this misdemeanor here. I mean, a lot of people are just going to sign the papers and say, fine, I'm not going to jail. I'll just take this minor conviction, which at the very least will, let's say, in many places will prevent you from getting a carry permit, okay? So this has to stop, okay? This political prosecution, the way that the government, not just the federal government, but also the state prosecutors overcharge people and put them into a situation where they have to accept some type of a plea deal, even if they're not guilty. Okay, this is wrong. This has to stop. This is the justice reform that we need. Good thing about this is that Trump has been through this. I don't think that he was interested in justice reform in his first term because it was not something he ever experienced. It is something that he's experienced now. Okay, he is a political prisoner himself. So I think that he will want to pursue some justice reform and just stop the overcharging of people and just putting them in this terrible position where they are forced to plea bargain even when they're not guilty. Okay, so we gotta get, I'm doing this video to kind of remind you of the J6ers and other political prisoners like CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover, Justin Irving. I mean, they were caught up in this bullshit conviction where they were promoting or selling an etching on a piece of metal, where if you took this home and you cut out along those lines, you might create a part that might convert an AR-15 to shoot to shoot automatic, to basically give it an auto fire feature. When the ATF themselves tried to do that, they had great difficulty, and they had to actually cut outside the lines in order to make it work. So there should have never been a conviction in that case. The fact that there was a conviction I think illustrates to all of us that there's something wrong with the justice systems, not just the prosecutors, but also the judges that allowed that allowed this guilty verdict to happen. Okay, so we need to circulate the word. I'm a small channel. I don't, I think between all my channels here on YouTube, I think I have like a total of 10,000 subs. I got like 7,001 and like 1.5 in the two others. So there's my reach only goes so far. But if you guys will get into the comment section of some of the other larger channels and get those people, right, that run those channels to also do videos on releasing the J6ers, pardoning them, right, full pardons, and also CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover, Justin Irving. I think that I think that we can start getting a little justice, right? So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all soon.